Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Take me home today. Take me out to play. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody.
Good morning and welcome to another day at Disney World. No prizes for guessing where we are going today. We are headed to Animal Kingdom, of course, and it's a very beautiful day. I've just stepped out here onto my balcony here at Saratoga Springs to see what the weather was like. The forecast is saying it's gonna be very cold today, but very, very sunny. I was looking out and thinking it looks so sunny that it feels like it's gonna be hot because we're in Florida, but actually it is quite cool out here. So it's beautiful for walking around because you're not sweating and all that kind of thing, but it's actually amazing, amazing weather. So we're very excited. And if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Victoria and I have loads of Disney vlogs on this channel. So be sure to subscribe and look back at all of the old playlists. I've got lots and lots of Disney vlogs. We got amazing sleep last night. We were so tired from the last couple of days and the travel and everything. We went to bed quite early and yeah, just slept really, really well. We're not gonna be there for park opening. We were in no particular rush to get there today, but we're just gonna head out now and get the bus. We do have a dining reservation at lunchtime at Rainforest Cafe, which I really enjoyed when I was here in November and Kate's never tried it. And we also have a Lightning Lane return time at 11 for Flight of Passage, which, as you know, is my favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World. I'm so excited to ride it again. Doesn't matter how many times I do it, I just absolutely love, love, love that ride. And Kate hasn't done it for a while, so she's very excited too. She is also wearing her leopard outfit, which I will show you in a second. So we're definitely in the right theme for Animal Kingdom. So let's get going. So we are heading out and I thought I would just show you Kate's outfit going on there as well. So she is also in the leopard dress. She's got the ears from Magic Maker ears, and these are as well. So they're both slightly different, but I will leave a code below and a link to Magic Maker ears. These were very kindly gifted, so thank you so much. And we love a leopard moment when we're going to Animal Kingdom. It's got to be done. Running. Yes. So we thought we might have to make a run for it then. Not that I'm any good at running, but that was Hollywood Studios, thankfully.
I mean, we can give everyone a good laugh.
I mean, yeah, that's true. We just got on the bus and Kate suddenly was like, I forgot to eat my breakfast.
I was being really clever and really frugal because I've got my breakfast from the shop last night.
She got some porridge.
I got some porridge and I was really looking forward to having a nice, healthy, low-calorie breakfast. I was feeling really self-righteous about it, in fact. And I just got the bus and realised that I forgot.
And now your breakfast is going to be Starbucks and cake.
Oh,
yay! Here we are at a chilly but very, very sunny Animal Kingdom.
Remember when you set it down, be all the way up here and flat down.
So one observation I've made already is sometimes you have to do the finger scan and other times you don't.
today we had the finger.
Yes, yesterday we did not, so we don't know what's going on there. It just seems to be a bit random, but anyway, we are going to head, guess where, before I even say it, coffee and some unhealthy breakfast for Kate since she forgot to eat her porridge. She's still not happy about that.
Update you in a minute with what rubbish I'm eating. I say rubbish, delicious rubbish.
Delicious, yeah. We're just going to take some photos. The bird, like the parrot, macaw, whatever it is, thing is going on where they fly over. Kate is a little bit edgy about birds sometimes. She's not a huge fan.
Most birds I'm not a fan of.
No, but I think you're okay with these.
I mean, I love all animals, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want any harm to come to them.
No.
Just stay away from them.
Yeah, she's not a big fan of birds, so we're going to just find a little spot to take some photos here. That is pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
So we now have our Starbucks, and it was quite funny in there because Kate accidentally impulse purchased a sandwich, which was not the plan, was it? I think you were trying to get something else. It went wrong.
I couldn't see what I wanted to see, so I was like, oh no! So I just quickly grabbed the sandwich. So now I've got this giant sandwich.
She's got a huge sandwich that she doesn't want. It actually wasn't an impulse purchase, it was a panic purchase. So basically Kate panic purchased the sandwich. We also have the dome cake, the 50th anniversary one, which I'll show you in a second. So Kate's going to hold this while I attempt to give it a try. It's actually, oh, it's hard. I thought it was going to be, right, are you prepared? Because I'm going to have to push hard. I thought it was going to be, what do you call it, like the glazed type stuff. Oh,
it's colourful inside.
Oh, look at that. It's like got celebration. Can't get hold of it. Oh, thank you. Just putting it on a fork for me. So let's give this a try. I've only got a bit of the outside so far. It's very sweet. It's got a real like frosting taste. It's very like buttery though. It's really, really nice. See what Kate thinks.
tastes like the Magic Kingdom.
It does, yes, if the Magic Kingdom had a taste. Yes, that is it.
The bottom is like brownie. It's very
Brownie
sticky
on
and
the bottom.
chewy.
Oh. We have discovered the cake that tastes like the Magic Kingdom. Let's try this bit of the brownie. That is so good. I know we've only just got here, but that's one of the best things I've eaten so far. So we're all done with our Starbucks and we're now going to head to Pandora because we have a flight of passage reservation time, and we're going to go into Pandora the other way. We normally go through what I consider to be the main entrance to Pandora, but we're going to go this back way today. So this is the other pathway you can take into Pandora. So when you've gone past the Lion King show, you can go through here, and this also takes you there. It's a lot quieter coming this way. And although you don't get parades in Animal Kingdom, you do get these little floating musical numbers. They do have a name that I don't know what it is, but they just randomly go by every now and again. Somebody just went by wearing a mask that was clear and it had a little like fake smile stuck on the front, and it was really creepy. Straight away I looked at Kate, I was like, I know what she's gonna say.
I want one.
I want one. It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen, and I knew she'd love it just because of how creepy it is. And you always know you're approaching Pandora because the sounds start to change. I love this area of the park, don't you?
Flight of Passage is hands down the best attraction in Disney.
Agree. I agree. As I always say, you guys have heard this a million times, my favourite attraction is definitely Haunted Mansion, but my favourite ride is Flight of Passage. And apparently this is the line, the end of the line. There's a cast member there. Thank goodness we have a return time, so we'll go and see what the actual wait time is. Oh, and I can smell barbecue. That smells really good. That must be Satuli Canteen. And I will need to get a night blossom over there at some point this trip because we didn't get to have one last time. Before we get in line though, I will just go and have a look what it says for the standby. 105 minutes, so that's pretty long. That is why we did the Lightning Lane, and today it was $14 per person for the return. It does vary by time of year and by day and all that kind of thing. That's what it was today. We've just had our second weird experience with Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes. So you might remember in Hollywood Studios on the trip in November, I had the whole Slinky Dog Dash issue where the time changed from what I booked to something different, and we definitely booked that for 11 this morning. Definitely. And it's now 11:30 and I haven't looked at the app since I booked it, but 100% it's at between 11 and 12. So I don't know, it's just changed randomly. So always keep an eye on your app. It's very windy as you can see today. Let's turn around this way. So we're just going to wander around in Pandora here, waiting 15 more minutes, and then we'll be able to go on the ride. And we're just going to see what the wait time is for Na'vi River Journey, 70 minutes. So just for information for you guys, that's how long it is. And it certainly is fresh today, isn't it? We're getting blown away.
My ears are about to fling off.
Yeah, it literally is that windy that our ears are blowing away. It's really cold, but it's actually nice because the weather is nice. It's very, very sunny, but it is quite chilly in the shade. So on that note, let's go and stand in a sunny spot while we wait. Okay, it is now definitely time. We are in line for Flight of Passage. Are you excited? Kate's freezing. Her face is frozen into an expression at the moment. She's just been stood in the shade and not very happy about it.
Windy, it's like,
It is.
I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah, it's very, if you're in the shade and in the wind, it's so cold. Oh, I've never
Just
ever
follow
been
around
first
the
in
railing and
before.
Fill the room. That's right. Please fill all the way in and stand on your assigned number.
I've never been number one. Yay! Kate just thought the floor was moving. It's not.
It must have been the lighting, like.
It was either
Played
you.
havoc with my.
You need more coffee. You're not caffeinated enough.
I'm really not. I've only got
new drivers.
It's important that you can all see me, so move a little if you can.
I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. To the Na'vi, connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya.
Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated.
That was everything. Did you love it?
It's incredible.
It's so good, isn't it? I think you've only done it once before, you were saying?
Only once before in all my trips.
Oh my gosh. Love it. every single time. It's always so exciting to ride it, and you get a different perspective every time. So I was on number 1 this time, and it did feel like different than when you're in the middle. So yeah, it's amazing. So we have around an hour until our lunch. I think we're going to go and look in some of the stores, do a little bit of merchandise browsing, which you know we love, and slowly make our way over to Rainforest Cafe for our lunch. So time to head into one of our favourite stores in any of the park, which is Discovery Trading Company. We love it in here. It's really massive. They have loads of good stuff in here. So we're just going to get our browse on before lunch. That was me yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, you actually said earlier, Kate was mildly concerned about me yesterday.
I was just like, let's just agree, let's not anger it, and let's all have a lovely time.
Yeah, I think anything could have set me off yesterday. I was just, oh dear, it was bad. There are 2 types of people. I'm an Epcot.
I'm Epcot.
We're an Epcot.
My way or the... My way?
My way.
Or the Skyway.
I love that. They're amazing.
Me too.
Skyliner socks. They're cool.
I really, really like these too.
They're very you. That is a Kate pair
black,
of socks.
So I think I'm going to have to make a purchase if they're not too expensive. $11 each when you buy 2.
Or they're
It'd be rude
15.
not to, though, wouldn't it?
So should we both get a pair?
Yeah, let's do that.
Kate keeps creepily saying I love you.
I love you.
And so this is a reference to the little short that Disney did, and you can get the I love you float. So you could wear this shirt and go and have an I love you float in Magic Kingdom. And there's a whole fluffy jumper movement going on at the moment. We keep seeing these everywhere. So they're these super fluffy jumpers. I think we saw a Star Wars one in November, but they now have all of these different ones. See, I would wear this as like pajamas, I feel like. Oh my. I mean, if that was in an adult size,
I would buy it.
I think you would have to buy that. It does look somewhat like a Muppet.
I was thinking yesterday, how many is it? $25?
Is that what it is? 25?
Yeah.
In the frame?
Yeah. That would go on my wall.
That's really nice. I love that. I feel like this store just goes on and on forever. They have so much stuff. I want to check out the Magic Bands because they have the new type, I think Magic Band Plus it's called, coming out at some point this year, I believe. So I'm reluctant to buy too many new Magic Bands. However, buying one would not be out of the question. Let's go see. So this is the current selection that they have here. I still really like this one. I do love that. I really like this. You can put your kind of annual pass or park ticket or whatever in there, and it's on a retractable thing. It says Happy Haunts and then Ghost Toast. And that is $22. I do have something like this already though. This is something I regretted not getting last time. So I am going to purchase this for my AirPods. And they do have a lot of the pop sockets as well, which are very cute. I love this orange bird. Those are $14.99. Kind of tempted by that. And at some stage I'll definitely have to get my 2022 pin. I think this is all the same range, yes it is, as the coffee mug I bought yesterday. I love this tray. Look at Mr. Toad on the tray. I kind of really want that. How much is it? It's $29.99. I feel like it's a bit bulky to get home, but I do like it. I do already have this set of 3 bowls, which I bought from Shop Disney UK, which has the same little pattern on. But I really like the tray. Shall I get it? They have a massive range of this Alice in Wonderland stuff at the moment. And if you're looking for niche merchandise, they have you covered because you can now get a trash can at Keyring. I really like that. This is something a little bit different. Do you remember when you would go into any of the merchandise stores, they had a big place where you could buy these charms individually, and they had the charm bracelets, so you could just purchase it all. They don't seem to have those anymore, but you can buy them in a packet. So this one has Mike Wazowski, it's got Citrus Swirl, which I've got from before, you've got Mickey there. So they have these ones, and then they have the sort of metal ones as well, but you buy them together in a pack now. And it looks like they're $19.99, and here are the chains and things to go with it. So they've changed the format of that. And I just wanted to check out the ear section to see if they got anything different. They have the Miss Piggy ears, which we saw at Hollywood Studios last time. I've seen quite a few of these. They had these in Disney Springs, which are like a summer type pair. I don't know if we've seen these pink ones. I think they might be fairly new. And they have these ones with like little plushy Mickey heads on. Other than that, I think we've seen most of these before. I do like the black and white polka dots. That would have been quite good with the dress I had yesterday. Just head into the apparel section and see what the Spirit jersey situation is. Oh, and they have Apple Watch straps. I kept talking about these last time and I didn't get one, and I regretted it, so I think I am going to get one this time. The one I really liked is this one, but I have seen it in black, and I think I prefer it in black. I'm really tempted by how simple this one is as well. So that's the other option, that one or the other one in black, so I'll think about it. I do absolutely love the Kevin Loungefly. I just think this is everything. I feel like they don't actually have a lot of Spirit jersey choices at the moment. Mainly it's the 50th anniversary ones. This seems to be something new. I haven't seen this yet anywhere. And it is $54.99, so cheaper than a Spirit jersey. Well, yeah, I like that.
Is it me?
Yeah, it is, because anything, like the colour is definitely you, a black and white moment. It's kind of like a Spirit jersey length and everything, but not a Spirit jersey.
On the back, but
It's got Walt Disney World down the arm. How much is that?
$39.99.
I can see behind the counter they have the annual pass holder ears. I might have to get them. I regretted not getting them last time. I know I don't need them. Kate's looking mildly disapproving.
That'll be ear pair number 90?
80 something, yep. I feel like we did a bit of damage in there. I bought the pass holder ears and the AirPod case, which are two things that I definitely wished I'd have bought last time. Kate made several purchases, and we also got our novelty socks, which are amazing. I love those Skyliner socks, they are so good. And now it's time for lunch. I'm hungry now, and I'm excited for Rainforest Cafe. We always used to go to Yak and Yeti. We do have a reservation there later in the trip, but I feel like this is a new, you know, it's definitely in the mix now going to Rainforest Cafe, because I loved what I had there last time. I don't know why, but I really love this little dinosaur thing.
Do you know who would love this?
Who would love that?
My dog.
Oh, she'd rip it to pieces though.
She definitely would.
If she ripped that to
I don't think
pieces...
she'd carry it around for a bit before she ripped it.
Yeah, she would. She carries things around and then rips it. I would get very, very sad if I saw that laid on the floor, ripped to shreds. We don't like that. He kind of looks like an avocado. These chairs are everything, especially the duck one in the middle. I love that. It's so funny. Kate spotted a water vessel. I like the colour, that rose gold. That's really nice.
I like the fact it's got a little thingy on it, so if you go around the parks you can like clip it to a bowl or something.
I like that.
And it's a decent size, like a lot of the ones I've seen
are tiny.
Really small.
$30. Does this remind anybody of what would have been in your grandma's house when you were like a kid? Oh my gosh, how funny is this? I love that. Oh, there's a storm. The storm apparently happens in the shop as well. Oh, this guy looks really sad. Look how sad he is. Oh no. Oh, that just really freaked me. Oh. That's sinister.
There's a sign that says, "Hi, I'm Tracy Tree" above it.
Hi, Trace.
It's my sister's name, and it kind of looks like her too.
Ooh, that's us. I think we're going to be sitting in a different section than last time. So as per usual, I am under a spotlight and in some bad lighting, so sorry about that. And in a mad move, I've ordered an alcoholic beverage at lunch. Apparently I'm drinking with lunch now. But they do have a Corona Rita, which looks really good, so that's what I've got. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out.
Moments later.
Clearly the daytime drinking is not meant to be. She's just come over and told me they don't have the Corona Rita, so I'm now just having a strawberry lemonade. And they have a huge menu here at Rainforest Cafe. I am going to get the Raster Pasta again because I really loved this with the Alfredo sauce. But last time I was here, I wanted to get the chicken quesadilla, which is an appetizer, and the server told me, he was like, there's no way you're going to be able to eat that by yourself, and the pasta. He wasn't saying it in like a horrible way, calling me out. He was just like, yeah, that's going to be massive. So Kate and I are going to share the quesadillas, and then I'm going to have my pasta, which will still probably be too much food, but I like to, you know, show you guys different things for research purposes. That is my story and I'm sticking to it. There's a monkey shaking a tree right behind Kate. She was just in the middle of saying something and it just started happening. And the zoom is broken on the camera. We're not sure how it happened because it hasn't been dropped or anything. It's just decided to stop working. So if there's ever a situation where I would zoom in, I would, but I can't. Sorry about that. So I have a strawberry lemonade. I always get this from here and anywhere that I go that has it. It's just amazing. And this kind of sums up the difference between me and Kate when it comes to drinking. Kate has a sweet tea, which in one sip has gone from there to there. I haven't even touched mine yet. That about sums up me when it comes to drinking.
So Victoria has just nipped off quickly and our appetizer has arrived. So we ordered the chicken quesadillas, which, as you can see, is rather a lot of food. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it might be a spicy sourdough, but I guess we'll find out in a minute.
So we've just started eating the quesadillas, which are really nice, but mine has now just appeared as well. This is the Raster Pasta. This is what I had last time and it is so good. It's quite big though, but delicious. Absolutely love it. And Kate still hasn't arrived. I think it's here. Oh, it's coming now. Thank you. We're running out of table space.
Korean stir fry of some description.
Korean stir fry, and there's some sauce on the side. She looks
Spicy, apparently.
spicy. Oh, okay. Be careful of that. So midpoint update. Kate's is very spicy. She's doing okay though. I would be on fire if I was eating that.
Well, they asked if I wanted this inside.
Are you glad you did? Because that's a lot of sauce. If all of that was on there, I feel like...
Really, really spicy.
Yeah, you'd be on fire if that whole lot was on there. And mine is just as good as last time. I cannot recommend this enough. It's really delicious. If you like a cheesy pasta kind of thing, you'll definitely like this. Sparkle and leopard.
I mean, it's not loungefly, but actually...
It's quite cute
go
though.
with our outfits. Quite
It
well.
really would actually. That would definitely go. Unknown price.
Unknown price. I've noticed that in here. A lot of things are an unknown price.
Yeah.
They seem to want to quote. Oh, that's not bad.
32, a lot less than a lounge flight. And when you come through here, you do have to scan back in again because you're technically obviously coming back into the park. So you just need your magic band again. So as we just scanned in then, I did tap my band and this little voice came out of the thing saying welcome home, and I've never heard that before. I guess that's because of my DVC, but then yours didn't do it. You've got
No,
DVC.
it did do it.
Oh, it did?
So if you're a DVC member, instead of going green, the little ring thing, it goes pink, and normally the cast members on the gate will say, oh, welcome home. But yeah, it was
But that one had like a little voice automated man who came out saying welcome home. So that was nice. I think now we're going to head to the Gorilla Falls Trail and see if we can see some animals. And we're going to go via Kilimanjaro Safari because we want to do that today. And we're going to see what the wait time is. If it's reasonably high, we'll do the animal trail first and then get in line. If it's not too bad, we might jump in line now. We will see what happens. We're just on our way into Africa, but we're going to stop for this little photo pass. So let's have a look and see what the wait time is for this. Oh, I can see somebody with the sign that says end of the line, so let's head that way. So the wait time is 50 minutes. We're just debating. I mean, yes, it's definitely worth it.
It's my second favourite thing. I do kind of feel like this far.
Yeah, and I feel like it is quite busy today, so that's probably going to be what most things are, so let's go for it. We do love the safari, and I didn't manage to get on this when I was here in November, and I don't think I've done this in standby for the longest time. I always use a fast pass with the old system. One thing I have discovered on this trip, it has to be mask or sunglasses. I can't do both. It ends up as a disaster. Luckily, you only really have to wear your mask indoors, so it's not normally too much of a problem. But if anybody does wear glasses or sunglasses and doesn't get steamed up, please let me know what you do, because for me it steams up my glasses every single time. A really weird sound just came out of these bushes. It's not doing it now.
I think it's a wildebeest.
It must be. It sounds...
That's what I sound like when I'm snoring.
It's really cracking me up for some reason. Really not that funny. We've now got something that sounds like a cross between a cat and a baby. So sounds like a creaky door. So we got to this point, which is this kind of covered little bridge bit, and it's been about 20 minutes so far. So I don't know if it's going to be the full 50 minutes. It feels like it won't, but we'll see. It's not been too bad. Kate's feet are hurting slightly, so she's just doing a casual lean here, but...
This is the reason I don't like waiting for the queue.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to wait in line,
Yeah.
chat away. The time goes really fast, but standing really makes you feel happy.
It's the, yeah, that's the thing, it's the foot pain, it's not the boredom or the waiting necessarily. No, we've just got to the loading area and it's been what, 25 minutes? So this is not even going to be close to it being 50 minutes. So just bear that in mind when you do see wait times. They sometimes are significantly less.
Hello everyone.
Your entire party.
Okay, so that was 27 minutes in total.
Just a few safety reminders though before heading in. Make sure you are keeping your hands, arms, feet, legs, everything you have inside the vehicle at all times. The black rhinos are the smaller but faster of the two main rhino species. Even before their feathers start to turn pink actually, because you'll see those male pink-backed pelicans starting to go foraging for sticks. They'll try to find the largest and strongest stick that they can find, and they'll present it to their female of choice, because that lets the female know that they are capable of building a nice strong nest for their eggs. Alright, so we're just going to keep going kind of slowly around this corner. I am sitting a little bit lower up here, so sometimes it's harder for me to see if they're hiding right down below this fence over here. But that is just as well anyway, because I'm going to be pausing up here no matter what, because I'm going to let our friends ahead of us get far enough off this bridge so that if we do have to pause again, we're not going to get stuck on the bridge. Because if there is one bridge you don't want to get stopped on, it's the bridge that goes over our pit of Nile Crocodiles over here. So I'm just going to wait till there's enough room up there. Perfect. So these Nile crocodiles down here, I say I don't want to get stopped on top of them because they have a very impressive bite force. Actually, do have some African wild dogs who are starting to get pretty active over there to the left. The African wild dogs are also sometimes referred to as painted dogs because of those beautiful patterns on their coats. And some sable antelopes a little bit further back on the hill. The sable antelopes are one of Africa's bravest animals. I mentioned that the Maasai giraffes, they are the largest of those 9 subspecies, and their height is going to be somewhere in that 16 to 20 foot range, and usually about 10 of that is just their necks. So their neck does account for about half their body height, which is pretty unique for a mammal, but they do still have the same number of vertebrae in those incredible necks as any other mammal does. So most of the time she's either napping or nursing. Yes, even at 4 years old she is still nursing. In fact, she's probably going to continue nursing until she's about 10 years old. We also have some greater flamingos down below as well. The greater flamingos are the largest and the lightest pink of all flamingo species, though they don't start out that way. They start out very gray and very fluffy. So if you see any flamingos over there that are still a little bit gray in color, those would be the adolescents. But some good spots to visit are the walking trails we have here. We have the Gorilla Falls Trail here in Africa and the Maharaja Jungle Trek over in Asia. Bahraini friends, that means to go well, so go well, go wild, and have a fantastic rest of your time out there in the parks today.
We are all done on the safari and that was amazing. We love that. Kate absolutely loves that.
So good.
It was.
And I was saying to Vic, when we got out, you could go on it 10 times a day and it would be different every single time.
Yeah.
As they go through, they tell you different facts about the animals depending on when they see them, so it really, really is good.
It's amazing. And we waited 27 minutes. I think I told you whatever it was at the time. Nowhere near 50. So always just kind of, it's hard to know before you get in line, obviously, but in my experience last trip and this time, it's never as long as it says. So maybe kind of take a punt on it if it's a bit longer than you want to wait, because the chances are it might be a little bit less. But now we're going to head out. I think we're going to go back, have a bit of a break, and just have a rest, because we don't want to overdo it on the first few days. And just up here on the right, I was thinking this earlier when we were on our way to Starbucks, is Pete Safari. I don't believe that I have ever eaten here, ever. So maybe at some point we should try it, because that seems like a fairly obvious one that I've never tried. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it and whether it's good. They are cute.
I love those.
They've some really good socks this trip.
If I was into colourful socks, I would definitely try those.
And they got up leggings as well.
I mean, oh, they're really soft. Like really, really soft.
I must admit, the Disney leggings are really good. I've got a couple of pairs and they're very comfortable. There's a Kevin t-shirt. See, if that didn't have Wild and Free on it, it just had Kevin, I would be tempted by that, but I'm not keen on the writing on the front. It doesn't fit.
No.
And also,
I feel like I look a bit silly.
not allowed.
No.
I really like this cute card holder. I've seen quite a few of these card holders. How much is it? $16.99. And they have some items from Encanto. I think this might be the first time I've seen any merch from that movie, unless I've completely bypassed it and not seen it as we've been walking around. They have some shirts and a little hoodie and stuff. And they have the Funko Pops as well. And if you get super cold in the parks, they do have this jacket, which is like a thick padded jacket. It's actually not super thick, but it would definitely keep you warm on a day like today. But it is $179.99, so that is kind of pricey. And it's the crazy priced jeweled headwear again. Let's say $1,000 for the hat and $750 for the ears. Definitely kind of pricey. I have a question.
Yes.
So last time I was here and this time, I feel like there are no mugs. Am I imagining it, or are you just not seeing mugs?
Very few. There's some over there. There are far less.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the mug situation. Let us know, we're confused. And they have this very understated 50th sweatshirt. So this is probably the most subtle theming of anything that we've seen.
That's my kind of sweatshirt.
It's very much your kind of sweatshirt, I would say, definitely. And they always wheel out kind of a rack of sweaters when the weather is this cold, because some people don't come prepared. How much is it?
$119.99.
Oh, that's kind of pricey.
Quite pricey.
It is. That's a pricey sweatshirt. Yeah, more than a Spirit jersey. And I did spot a little logo thing on the arm. I wondered if this was like a brand or something, but that just says Walt Disney World 50 on it. I thought it might have been a certain brand or something, which explained why it was more expensive. And we were just talking about this actually. You can do mobile checkout in the stores. So it says open the My Disney Experience app, shop and scan. So scan the barcode as you add items to your bag or as you're walking around. And then show and go, pay using the app and show confirmation or code at designated exits. So I guess you have to go out of a certain exit just to show that you've already done this. But if it's busy, that could be really good. And now we're going to make our exit. I don't know what time it is actually. What time is it?
20 past 4.
20 past 4. So it's not late or anything, but we thought we would head back to the hotel, have a little rest. Tomorrow we've got a shopping day, I think, and we're having breakfast at Boma, so I'm very excited for that because that's something I've never done before. So for bus information, to find the stop that you need, you probably can't see this because of the sun. I can barely see it myself. We need 14 today. So we are back and we're just doing a quick stop to refill the mug. Not sure what to have. Coffee maybe.
Later.
I look really burnt. So we are now back in the room and we've just been chilling for several hours now. We did stop off and I refilled my mug, as you saw. I also have cup of tea. On that note, I was a little bit annoyed with myself. I forgot the biscuit brew. I can't remember if I mentioned that, but I did. I bought a box of biscuit brew to bring with us. If anyone doesn't know what biscuit brew is, it is a type of tea that you can get in the UK, which is like regular English breakfast tea, but it tastes kind of a bit like biscuits as well, or if you're American, cookies. Right? It's amazing. It's so good. We drink it, but that's all we drink at home, and I forgot to bring it. But anyway, we're over it. We're going to buy some more tea bags in Target tomorrow. So tomorrow, I just wanted to mention about that, and then I'll just tell you a little bit about what we thought of today. But tomorrow we're going shopping. So Kate loves a bit of shopping. I'm just looking at her there. I'm like, she's ready. She's ready for the shopping. And we're going to go to Target in the morning to get things like water, tea bags and all of that kind of stuff that's quite expensive in the stores here in the Disney resorts, so it's better to go to a supermarket if you can. And plus we just love Target. There's other things in there. There's toothpaste that I like that you can only get here in the US, so we're gonna go there and do that. Then we will bring everything back here because obviously those items will be heavy. And then we're going to go to the outlets, the ones over at Vineland, which are the closest ones to Disney. So we'll head over there, do a bit of shopping. But before we do that, first thing, we are going to Boma for breakfast. So we're going to go across to Animal Kingdom Lodge. We've never eaten breakfast there before, or any meal there, so that'll be a completely new experience. And once we're back from shopping, we are going to Disney Springs and we have dinner at the Edison. Now, the reason I'm kind of going into the plan for tomorrow, I am going to be vlogging tomorrow, but I won't be putting it on this channel. The reason being, shopping and that type of thing is not everyone's cup of tea. And I know that this channel, being Disney in detail, and of course, obviously going to Universal and stuff as well, but most of the time people want to see the stuff about the parks. But I know so many of you also do love a shopping day, and I know a lot of you will still want to see the breakfast at Boma and all of that kind of thing. That will be going up over on my other channel, which is called Victoria in Detail. I will link it below. So that vlog will still be happening, but the next one that you're going to see on this channel will be our next park day, which will be Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So there is a day we're still vlogging, but yes, it will be over on Victoria in Detail. So don't forget to look out for that. The best thing to do would be to head over there and subscribe and hit the bell icon, and then you'll be notified when that video goes up, so you'll know that it's there. So that's tomorrow, but we really enjoyed today. It was actually very relaxed. As you saw, we didn't rush around again trying to do loads of rides. We didn't do Genie Plus today because we knew we were just going to be, you know, enjoying being back in Animal Kingdom. We didn't know how long we were going to stay because these first few days we knew we would be quite tired. You always are when you've travelled from the UK. But we loved doing Flight of Passage. Kate loved it. She's only ever done it once before, as we mentioned earlier, and you just thought it was great, didn't you? It's so good. It's amazing. It's so amazing. And we also were really glad that we stood in line for the safari. Again, that is one of Kate's absolute favourite things to do. I love it also. And the wait was only half an hour and it said 50 minutes. And that's probably the biggest difference in wait time that's posted versus what I've actually waited. So when I was here in November, a few times it would say 45 minutes and it happened to only be 35 or something like that. But that was quite a big difference. The posted was 50 and it was 30. So maybe don't be afraid to get in standby lines if you think, oh, that's a little bit longer than I would like to wait. The chances are it might be less. But yeah, it was really good. We saw lots of animals. It was very chilly today, as you probably saw. It was super windy, very cold. A lot of people we spoke to were saying that it's been a bit warmer than that, but it's been very up and down with the temperatures. So obviously yesterday was quite hot, or certainly warm, and then today it was freezing cold, so that was a bit of a bit of a shocker. I've met loads of you guys in the parks. You know that I am terrible with names. Luckily I have Kate with me and she keeps track of everybody because I do like to mention in the vlogs who I have bumped into. So I'm going to do it now. If you've been watching the last couple of vlogs and you're thinking, Victoria normally says who she's met and she hasn't said my name, I'm going to say it now because we have met quite a few people. So first of all, we met Laura from Nottingham at the airport when we were waiting to get onto the monorail going across to the terminal. Someone is being very loud out in the hall. Can you guys hear that? We've noticed that a lot here. Yes.
We didn't want to hear it.
Shh.
I don't care.
So yes, hi Laura from Nottingham. It was great meeting you just as we were getting off the plane. And then we met Stephanie and little Ella. She was very, very cute over by Aloha Isle when we were having our Dole Whip float yesterday. Then we met Eden this morning in the parks. She sat on a bench and had amazing ears on that she made herself. We were very impressed with those, so hi to you as well. And then we met Angela and Hannah when we were taking some photos this morning by the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom, so hi to you guys. And then we met Lisa, Bryson and Jeff. They were waiting for a bus when we were coming off the bus here at Saratoga Springs. So hello to all of you guys. I always do like to give you a shout out and I try to do it as I go along, but the last couple of days I have been forgetting to do that. I know some people I have mentioned. If I ever do meet you and I do forget to mention, I never ever forget I have met you. I remember meeting everybody. Sometimes I'm just terrible with names, but luckily I've got Kate with me this time to remember everybody. So I'm terrible. So I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. We love meeting you in the park. So if you ever see us, always say hi, no matter what's going on. We love saying hello and meeting you guys in person because I recognise so many of you from comments and things that you leave. And on that note, just thank you so much for all of your comments and likes and subscribes and everything over on Instagram as well. You've been loving all the photos and stories and things that I put up, and I do appreciate every single one of you, but we're really loving it so far. We're very, very much trying to take it easy compared to when I was here in November. It was just so full on when I was here in November. I was so excited to get here after the pandemic and everything had stopped us traveling, and it was just so busy those first few days and I was staying in the parks way too long and ending up exhausted. So we've been determined this time to just take it a little bit easier, but we still obviously want to show you everything that we're doing. But frankly, the last few hours, what we've been doing is laying around in the room, drinking tea and watching YouTube. That is just the fact of what we've been doing. It's no more exciting than that. But it's more exciting doing that from Saratoga Springs than doing it from home, don't you think? 100%. 100%. So that's going to be the rest of the evening. Now it's probably going to be sort of an hour or so before we head to bed. And as I said, don't forget to look for the shopping day vlog. Will be over on Victoria in Detail. So as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. You and me are piloting Falcon. No, we're gonna have to do it, mate. We're gonna have to step up and pilot this ship. Well, we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do it. I believe in you.